Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Rapper Sean Kingston and his mother were found guilty on all counts in their federal wire fraud trial in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on Friday. Kingston, whose real name is Kezian Anderson, and his mother, Janice Turner, were accused of defrauding a jewelry business, a luxury bed company, a used luxury and exotic car dealership, and a luxury micro-LED TV company, arrest warrant said. A jury delivered the convictions after 3.5 hours of deliberation. Kingston, 34, was ordered to be confined to house arrest with electronic monitoring. He must post a surety bond of a home valued at $500,000 and $200,000 in cash, according to the court. Turner, 61, was remanded into federal custody, where she was ordered to remain until sentencing. Both are scheduled to be sentenced on July 11th. As the verdicts were read on Friday, Kingston and his mother dabbed away tears. Kingston was arrested in Fort Irwin, California, in May on a warrant issued by the Broward County Sheriff's Office in Florida after a SWAT team raided his home in Southwest Ranches, a community in Broward. A federal grand jury indicted the pair in July 2024. The indictment accused Kingston of using his celebrity influence and social media accounts to convince sellers of luxury goods to deliver items before payment. His mother, the indictment said, often followed up to ensure delivery dates and other details. Payment was then made via fraudulent and worthless wire transfers, the criminal complaint said, while the items were retained by Kingston. The scheme went on for a few years until March 2024, the indictment said. The pair pleaded not guilty to all counts. Turner's defense attorney, Humberto Dominguez, said during closing arguments Friday that she was trying to protect her son from people after his money, and she had suspicions about a TV installer, 2 jewelers and car dealership mentioned in court. This case is about a woman's intuition, Dominguez said. After telling Judge David S. Leibovitz he wanted to speak his truth, earlier in the proceedings, Kingston changed course, ultimately deciding not to testify. Kingston was allowed to post bond and remain out of jail until his sentencing, partly because he made the decision to remain silent, the federal judge said in court. Leibovitz said Turner's testimony, which he said amounted to obstruction, was a factor in his decision to remand her into federal custody. He said her testimony makes it impossible to believe she wouldn't do anything for her son. Kingston and Turner hugged as she was taken into federal custody. As he left the courtroom, Kingston thanked the judge for his fairness. The Jamaica-born artist did not speak to media as he left court in a Lamborghini Urus SUV. He was 17 when his hit Beautiful Girls was released in 2007. It quickly topped Billboard's Top 100 and stayed there for 4 weeks. The single showcased Kingston's hybrid, sing-song rapping, part of a Jamaican tradition that underlies the origins of hip-hop, over the musical track of Stand By Me by Benny King. Its video surpassed 1 billion views on YouTube in 2022, according to Billboard.